Welcome back to Norvado News. Today we have a special guest joining us, our CEO, Chad Young. Chad is here to talk about something that's really close to Norvado's heart, how we give back to the communities that we serve. Chad, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to talk about this. Supporting our communities is really one of the most meaningful parts of what we do at Norvado.
And we love talking about it too. So let's jump right in. I was just looking and I noticed that Norvado's given over $185,000 this past year. Is that true?
Absolutely. And I'm incredibly proud of that number. As a local cooperative, putting our members first isn't just something we say, it's something that we actively do. And for a company our size, that level of giving really reflects who we are and what we value.
It's, I say put your money where your mouth is.
That's right.
And it's very obvious that Norvado is doing that. Now, when it comes to donations, there's actually two different categories, right?
That's correct.
All right.
Yes.
So can you break down, because there's community support and then foundation support. Can you explain how that works?
Oh, absolutely. So each year we set aside a portion of our marketing budget specifically for community support. And those requests are typically involve sponsorships or advertising opportunities, things like local events, fundraisers, or community initiatives. And those requests are reviewed on a first come, first served basis until the budget for the year is fully allocated. On the other side, we have our Norvado Community Foundation support, which is funded through our unclaimed capital credits. And this category is more focused on philanthropic efforts, projects, and initiatives that create long-term benefits for our communities. Those requests are reviewed and approved by our board of directors twice a year, and no matter the category, all donations are focused on supporting the communities we serve.
Yeah, that's a great explanation. Thank you so much. Now, if a member or organization wants to submit a request, what would be the best way to go about it?
Well, that's a great question. All donation requests are submitted through our website, which is norvado.com/donation-requests. And the criteria for both community support and foundation support are clearly outlined there. We review every request carefully, and when something aligns with our mission and values, we're more than happy to help. Honestly, I always say that this is a favorite part of my job, and that's giving back to the communities that support us.
Yeah, you heard it here. If you have a community event or a worthy cause, be sure to submit your request at norvado.com or at the link below.
Now, before we wrap up, I have one question for you, Chet. Are there any donations that really kind of rose to the top and stood out to you?
Yeah.
Well, that's a tough one because we've been part of so many great initiatives. One thing that comes to mind is a $20,000 donation that we made to the Bay Area Gymnastics Club. And that serves about 100 kids each year from communities like Brule, Drummond, and Washburn. We've also continued to support a number of local school sports programs, which is always fun and rewarding. It really is special to be in a position where we can make a meaningful financial impact in the places we call home.
Man, that's so wonderful. And it's truly one of the things that sets us apart from big box service providers. We live, we work, we play in the communities that we serve. So our customers, they're our friends, our neighbors, our family members, and supporting those communities is a huge part of who we are.
Exactly. And that's really what being a local cooperative is all about.
Well, Chad, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for everything that Norvado is doing to support the local community.
Absolutely. And thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity to share our story.
Fantastic. Well, that is all we have today for Norvado News. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to tune in next time.